It is a very special year in one Sioux Falls neighborhood.
The Cathedral Historic District is celebrating 50 years since being added to the National Register of Historic Places. The area was the first residential historic district in the city. In tonight's Eye on Keloland, Kelly Volk heads into a few homes with more than a century of history.
Dan and Cheryl Tomjack have a love for old homes. Years ago, the couple restored a craftsman home in Rock Rapids.
We had just finished that house the way she wanted, and she looked at me and said, "What do you think about moving to Sioux Falls?" And 30-some years of marriage teaches you yes, dear, always works.
In 2010, the couple made the move to be closer to their grandkids and embarked on another restoration project. The Tomjacks bought this home dating back to 1904, becoming the fourth family to live here.
The outside definitely needed painted. It was pretty down to the bare wood in a lot of places, and there was a lot of damage on the outside of the house. So we started with that.
Dan says living in an old home is both wonderful and challenging.
There's a lot of upkeep and repair to old homes. You have to be passionate about it. It's expensive at times with old plumbing, old wiring. I'm fortunate I used to be a farmer, and so I do about 90% of the work myself.
Just up the street from the Tomjacks is the Petey family. Their home was built in 1909.
This is a neo-colonial home, and it has wonderful, intricate woodworking in it, an open staircase, and a lot of history.
Leah Petey and her husband also put a lot of work into their home, including replacing the roof, electrical work, and lots of wallpaper scraping.
We saved all of the original lath and plaster. We have all the original windows.
But the work was worth it.
Now that we sit in our home and we just get to enjoy it, our family gets to enjoy it, and we know that the work we did will keep the house going because we're not going to live here forever. You know, somebody else is going to fill our shoes. Somebody else is going to move in here, hopefully with children, and they're going to love it as much as we did.
The Tomjacks and Peteys are just two of the many families helping preserve the history of the Cathedral District.
You don't get buildings that are built like this anymore, so I just think it's just fabulous to preserve it and to, to allow other people in to look at your house.
The neighborhood officially hits 50 years as a historic district on June 5th. Siouxland Heritage Museum's curator of education, Kevin Gans, says the idea of historic districts stems from national urban renewal programs.
There was a concern that we were losing too much of this historic fabric, and so the historic preservation movement really came out of that push of urban renewal.
But the beauty of these old homes isn't the only draw in this neighborhood. The people who call it home are also a highlight.
There's just some wonderful people that I've created really good friendships with.
And they're all keeping Sioux Falls history alive.
We're all people that love the history of our homes.
Once it's gone, you don't get it back.
With Eye on Keloland, I'm Kelly Volk.
The Pettigrew Museum currently has an exhibit highlighting the history of the Cathedral Historic District. It'll be up for about the next 2 years.